man. Got my boss calling me, and I've got some folks doing some HVAC work. So those are my excuses. But I'm so excited for keeping you waiting. I will make up to you in the form of Roscoe's Chicken in 2 weeks. How does that? Isn't that where we went? Oh, where did we go? Where's the best fried chicken in the world? Well, that's crazy. You're just talking nonsense now. Stupid. It's like your neighborhood John's. Crazy. Raising Cane's. Alright, got it. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the same area. I'm gonna be going back to Frisco because my company starts at training the 16th to the 19th. You gonna be around? Essentially, I'll be flying in on the 16th. It's probably really the only time I would have to do something like a Raising Cane's. But who knows? I'll be around. Yeah. Let's do it. At any point, I might have to go on mute, but here we are. I know that they're going to be like, hey, do you want to see like all this work we've done for 3 days?
They don't want to see that. Hello. Wait, there he is. There's a bird.
Here I am. Jazz hands.
Where's D Bird going? D Bird is going live on the air right now. What do you mean? I just had to turn his box on. Is he leaving? Yeah, he's leaving to go back to his life once the show is over.
That's right. As you can see from my little bird perch.
This is not Ask D Bird anything questions. Raising Cane's is delicious. Yes, we were talking about Raising Cane's because it's good, right?
It's the best. By far and away, the best fried chicken I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your second favorite fried chicken? I'm curious now.
Costco.
Credibility just went out the window. I'm thinking you had like a list of like 3 or 4 places. This man went from Raising Cane's to Costco.
I'll be honest, Popeyes is kind of bullshit. I mean, KFC is not bad. I just feel like everything's so much more expensive than it needs to be. Like it doesn't. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. How about that?
You mean at KFC in particular, or just like fried food or fast food in general?
Not fried food in general. You know how I feel about my Little Caesars. But no, like the KFC overpriced for what it is. Popeyes for sure overpriced. It's like $20 for like 3 pieces of chicken that are garbage.
What about Jollibee? You have Jollibee?
You know, I'm not from the South, so I don't have all the cool.
Not a South thing. It's Filipino.
I've never heard of such things.
Talk to Jacob. Jacob will put you on game about Jollibee and their fried chicken, and also they have apparently some really good Filipino spaghetti. I haven't had the spaghetti yet. I had to go to Jollibee because fucking Almighty VA kept blowing up my phone because they were having a Final Fantasy online collaboration, and he's like, they don't have them in Atlanta, And for some reason, I am a friend of his, and he thinks that I will just do whatever he wants. So he kept calling me like, "Hey, can you go to Jollibee? Can you order this fucking meal to get this fucking code so I can put with my character online?" Finally,
Nerd.
after about a week of tired of getting harassment and text messages, I drove 30 minutes away to go to freaking Jollibee because it's not near where I live. Of course, it's way on the other side of town. There's a line around the fucking building, of course. So I'm sitting in the drive-through line around the small ass little fried chicken Filipino place, watching little Philippine people come in and out of their shifts to work there. I get this 30.
Why do they have to be little Filipino people?
Well, they're not very tall civilization. If you never met Filipinos, they are usually under 6 feet. I'm just being culturally appropriate, right?
Oh, that's what that is.
That's a cultural appropriation. They're short. They're short in stature. I work with Filipinos. They're short people. They're not tall. Anyway,
They all.
you all are short people. Anyway, so I wait in line for this stupid bucket of chicken. I get up to the drive-through. I'm looking at the menu. The thing that they give you 3 options for this Final Fantasy. It's like a bucket of chicken, a chicken sandwich meal, and then some other like random assortment of sides. And so I'm looking at the thing where it's got the Final Fantasy collaboration. It's like $30, right? And then I'm looking at the regular menu for the same bucket of chicken. It's like $16. So I'm like, I'm really about to pay an extra $16 for whatever stupid Final Fantasy code that this grown-ass adult black man wants to play Final Fantasy Online. So I get it.
This reminds me, just earlier this week, actually, a couple of the gentlemen that came in to help with my HVAC, I was giving them a tour of the house, and downstairs I have this Gladiator mask that I got on a popcorn tin when I went to see Gladiator 2.
Okay.
It's just like one of those cheap, like, whatevers, right? So
Yeah.
just kind of sitting around downstairs. And one of them comments like, "Oh, that's super cool." And I was like, "Oh yeah, got it from a popcorn lid." And they were like, "Oh, I thought it was like MF Doom." And that's when I realized, like, oh shit, that would have been so much cooler than a popcorn tin.
Is MF Doom really cooler than Gladiator?
Yeah, for sure.
Nah.
I know you guys are a bunch of haters on MF Doom, but fuck
I know.
Well, no. Gladiator 2. Gladiator 2 is dog shit. It tried to copy everything about the first Gladiator and then just was worse with Denzel.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Too. No.
Oh, it's like Sandlot too. It's like, is this necessary?
Unnecessary addition, capitalizing off of the name. Got it. Gray Baby, don't ever say I am naked in chat ever again. Please, this is a family show. We need to make sure that everybody watching the show is fully clothed when you talk to us in the chat. Okay? That's rule number 1. Don't be naked in the chat.
I'm completely naked on camera from the waist down. Donald Duck in it right now.
Wrapping up my $30 bucket of chicken story. I get the chicken, I go home. It's okay. It's the chicken's fine. I put it like top 10, right? Out of like all the well-known chicken places. But I send this motherfucker the code. Do you know what this emote is that he got on Final Fantasy 14? Do you know what I paid $16 for?
What
so,
did you pay
so that his character can pull out a bucket of chicken and eat a chicken leg.
Solid. Solid.
If that isn't the most black thing to have in a video game, I felt like it was racist. I was like, you should not use this emote. People are going to know immediately it's black man. And his character also, you'll get a kick out of this. His character is like this little pale light-skinned Asian chick with big ass and big tits.
That checks out. I would expect nothing less.
Matter of fact, he sent me the emote. I'm going to post it in the lounge after the show so you guys can see the ridiculousness that I went through of a 2-hour journey to just get this expensive ass chicken for this man to eat chicken virtually in his video game. Forever hate him.
Man, that's like a couple layers of the Matrix right there, where it's like, not only did you have to buy chicken to eat it, but now you're eating it in the game because you ate it in real life.
And people wonder why whenever I see him, I call him scum. I say he's the scum of the earth. These are the reasons why. These are the things that you people don't have to see day to day. The harassing text messages about give me powers to ban people. Like this is the stuff I deal with that you people don't deal with. And you see him come in, you're like, oh, Almighty VA, I love him so much. He's so cool, and he's on the side harassing me. This black on black crime has to stop.
Has to stop. I am an advocate for stopping the hate.
No, okay, I was wondering where you're going to go with that. Advocate for black on black crime. Hold on. No.
Couldn't be me.
NBA finals start tonight. Knicks versus Spurs. Haven't seen them in the finals together since, what was it, 1999? Been almost 20 years since these two teams met each other in the playoffs. Who you rooting for?
I'll be honest. I'm rooting for the Spurs. I think it'd be a really good story for Wemby and just that team. I could have gone either way between the Thunder and the Spurs, but now that it's the Spurs, I just like them more than the Knicks. Cat, Jalen Brunson,
They're a scrappy team. You know, like Cat with his little sassy passes.
the zestiest shot of all time.
Zesty ass passes he got.
I just love when he complains, and he complains basically on every play. It's can be pretty entertaining.
Do you think?
Oh, 1 second.
Bird's got to step out. Bird has a very important job where sometimes people call him and he has to answer. Now, if my job called me right now, it'd mean one of two things. Somebody broke something and they don't know what to do. Or some shit is broken entirely and nobody knows what to do. Neither of those things have happened in about 6 months. Knock on wood. And I'd like to keep it that way. Tim Duncan goes Spurs. Tim Duncan is... What's up with people retiring now and just growing their hair out? I guess I did the same shit. Grew my hair out. That's just because I stopped going places and I was like, I don't need to look presentable anymore. But then after a while, I got a new job and I was like, oh shit, I need to look presentable. So I had to start getting my hair braided. But yeah, Tim Duncan now dreadlocks. Jay-Z had his Rastaman hair for years now until the Roots picnic the other day. I wanted to talk to Bird about the Roots picnic, but as you can see, he's unavailable. So did anybody else here watch the Roots picnic, watch the Jay-Z freestyle, any parts of the Roots picnic? Do you guys even know what's going on in the culture?
Hey, NBA Finals.
All right. Roots picnic. We're shifting gears.
Well, I never got to ask you, which one are you rooting for?
Which one am I rooting for? I have a very dear friend of mine that I met back in middle school. Probably the only person from my grade school days that I actually keep in touch with very loosely. Maybe we talk like once every 5 years or so, but he's a diehard Spurs fan. So I will root for the Spurs. I haven't liked the Knicks since they lost Patrick Ewing and Allen Houston. That was when they were good.
You know what? I'll just say it, and this might be a hot take.
Oh boy.
But I loved Patrick Ewing. I loved the ferocity with which he, seemed to play in the 90s. And then he just got old and sad.
You didn't like Orlando Magic Patrick Ewing?
Man, no. And even more so, like, nowadays, like the stories you hear about him, like, oh, please, sir, can I have a crumb? Of like just trying to get any bit of his legacy in the Knicks solidified there, and just kind of wandering around like a janitor. Everyone's like, what's wrong with this guy?
I feel like I too also liked Patrick Ewing back in the day, but I feel like part of that was because he resembled with his hairstyle Colossus from the X-Men.
Is that what it was?
I feel like the high top fade with the M cut in the top in the front. I was like, oh man, this guy looks like Colossus. Colossus is cool. This is this big metal dude. You can't kill him. I like Patrick Ewing. I mean, he was decent, but yeah, like you hear some of the stories post career, and he I don't know. He wasn't as high ranking as I would put Charles Oakley ahead of Patrick Ewing at this point.
I mean, Charles Oakley is definitely cooler,
Yeah.
just podcast wise.
I mean,
But
he may
like,
not have played at the same skill level as Patrick Ewing, but I think he was just as important on any team that he was on. Everybody needs an enforcer.
yeah, that's true. Have you ever seen the movie Goon? You know what that is?
Who?
Goon
Goon?
had
Goon?
yeah, had Stifler from American Pie on there.
I have not seen it.
Well, it's not like all you internet goons like to goon. It's more about the hockey enforcers, and like literally, it's a story about a guy who sucks at hockey but just got brought on to beat the shit out of people. Sean William Scott, pretty funny movie actually.
Is it supposed to be a comedy or more of like a biopic?
Yeah, no. It's a comedy. Kind of one of those dumb, like, this guy can barely stand up on his skates, but like go punch that guy in the face.
They had a kid like that on the Mighty Ducks. There was some kid that they recruited, the enforcer kid, couldn't skate, but he knew he could beat people up. So they're like, put some blades on his feet, right? Give him a stick.
Every team needs one. But what we've seen in real life, those blades pretty sharp.
Yeah, that's what the adults at the time in the 90s felt like we should do with bullies. It's like, hey, why not make this bully an ice hockey bully, put some sharp, dangerous weapons on his feet, and also give him a stick to go around and hit other kids with. That is what adults thought of in the 90s of how to reform little criminals.
Danger.
And look, they all formed a V and they won. So I guess the adults were right back in the 90s. What are we doing in the 2000s?
They definitely stretched some rules of hockey. I'm not a huge hockey guy. I don't know every fucking rule in the rule book. I do know you can't just change jerseys mid-game and then like, gotcha. Like, I mean, all the trickery. It's not legal for a reason.
I feel like enough people don't try to know that it's really not allowed, right? Like, what if Wayne Gretzky?
You're not trying.
What if Wayne Gretzky, decided, oh hey, as a joke, I'm going to swap jerseys with the goalie mid-game? Like, who would really say, oh wait, hold on, penalty, Wayne Gretzky, get in the box because your jersey doesn't match your name? Who gives a shit?
The refs. That's who. The refs.
I don't think the refs care as much as like the stat keepers. Right, yeah. The refs can't really care because they're just on there calling whatever fouls and penalties.
I mean, in theory, it's their job to care, but also, gambling, allegedly, who knows?
What's up with? Did we talk about gambling? Why is this allowed? Why is this a thing? Why am I reading simultaneously a news report about what's the guy's name who got busted by the Charlotte Hornets? Fuck, I can't remember his name. I gotta look his name up. Why am I simultaneously reading a news report about this guy betting like 6 figures to throw games and like pad the stats at the same time? Terry Rozier. Why am I reading a news report about him real time, and then at the same time on a commercial break for the NBA Western Conference Finals, they're like, brought to you by DraftKings. Place your bets right now. What are we doing?
Well, Dice, like everything else in this world, once you get a shit ton of money involved, it's fucked up. It fucks everything up. The world is fucked up. Spoiler alert.
Is it supposed to stay like this, though? Shouldn't we be, like, correcting these wrongs?
I will say betting has made me care about sports in a way that I've never cared about sports.
Yeah,
I'm not as bad. Like, I'll put like $100 up for like a football game.
I think the 6th man can get 3 assists, and I think the 12th guy off the bench can score 8.5 points. Yeah,
there's levels to this shit. Yeah,
fucking Rogue Jepson in the UK is betting on the Spurs all of a sudden. Like, is this how we get people interested in sports? Is like gambling their life away?
I've got a buddy who's like, I don't know shit about, the Manila Grasshoppers cricket team, but yep, let's throw $100 on it. I heard it's a lock.
This is
Uh,
this is what like The Simpsons and the old shows of the '90s, like the Married with Children, used to warn us about, is like going to the Greyhound track and betting on. We just transformed it. Now we're no longer. It's taboo to bet on animals, but yeah, we can bet on people doing stupid shit. We can bet on the government. Like, oh, the government might shut down. Here's $100,000. Like, it'll shut down before noon on Friday the 13th. You can bet on that shit too.
yeah, it's weird. Like the shit you can bet on, you apparently, allegedly, can bet on. Are we going to Iraq?
Yeah,
Are we going to Iran? Are we going to war?
it's crazy. You know what I would bet on? That I want to catch like a live showing of it. I only see clips of it on Instagram. I want to bet on like professional tag or professional what was it? There's like they have two things. There's like tag where they're like in this enclosed area you can't go out of bounds, but they have like obstacles and bars you can swing on and jump over and shit. And then they also have like this other one where it's like you push the balloon up in the air, you can't let it touch the ground. Like they have like themed events for these things. I would bet on those.
You know what? That game, like as a child, keep the balloon in the air. One of
Keeps the
the
upsies.
most fun shit. Keeps the upsies. Yeah, that's like honestly one of the most fun things.
Yeah, we need to get back to doing that more. Like, what happened to some good old keeps the upsies? WCR keeps the upsies coming 2028.
Look, if we ever do a group trip to Vegas, we're going in the pools and we're doing keeps the upsie in the pool.
Here's one thing that I'm not doing with fucking people is where they like blindfold each other and they give like the blindfolded person like a stick or some shit, and then like the other people have like horns or bells on their feet and they have to like walk around the room while the blindfolded person blindly like swings this violent piece of wood or whatever the fuck at people and beats the shit out of them. I'm not doing that. I'm letting you know right now.
Not.
No, it's insane. That's for Jackass. I'm not a member of Jackass.
Yeah, and they aren't either. You know, you're not as funny. You don't have as much pain tolerance. Like you're doing half-ass Jackass.
I have pain tolerance. It's just
worst.
a matter. It's just a matter of principle. If you smack the shit out of me, I might not consider it a game anymore. We might.
No, that's what I'm saying. But those people that are on that show, like you're just not. You're not Jackass. You know.
Yeah. Some people think they are, though.
A lot of people think they are. I mean, all of us went through a Jackass phase that grew up when we did.
Yeah. And
I've got an old VHS around there somewhere with my old injury stunts.
I remember our high school had to put out an announcement that said anybody in the I forgot what the TV production classes, you're not supposed to be going around the campus filming Jackass skits. You can't. That is not a part of your course material, is to take the camera out and perform reckless activities on the campus. Had to be an announcement.
It was a movement, baby.
We tried to push the limits, right? Got to do what you got to do. Circling back though, did you see the Jay-Z freestyle from the Roots picnic? Casanova Westside is very interested in what you have to say about this. He's been waiting
I have
for
to say
10 minutes.
about it. Well, that's fucked up. Because while I did read about it, I didn't go out and search it.
Okay.
I guess I'm a bad hip-hopist.
Probably.
I heard some of the, like, I read a long Facebook post of like somebody being like, yo, if you say Jay-Z's freestyle doesn't have bars, like you're an idiot and you're not listening right. And here's all the different things that he meant. And, you know, it was cool. I liked reading through some of the double meanings, which I probably would have never caught. But also I haven't heard it. So
I think the main thing that I saw people engaged with is younger people saying, why is this so important? Why is this old fuck relevant? They're like, this is boring. He needs to retire. And then all the old school or older people who are familiar with Jay-Z be like, oh man, he's back outside. This is what music and hip hop needs. So it's like, again, pitting the young versus the old of like, who is this old man with the afro versus this is great. We need more of this. And I don't know. I'm kind of in between the things. I think at the same time, it's good to see legacy acts still able to go out and draw a crowd. I don't think that any of the legacy acts, and maybe they're not in a position to do so. I know artists aren't necessarily geared to develop other artists, but I don't think there's any legacy acts that are really like nurturing the next wave of artists, right? But I think a part of that is also artists are so like self-centered. Like, why would I go to Jay-Z to, get information on how to, mold my career? I can just do it myself. I don't know. It's like a catch-22. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, can I just take maybe a measured approach with the asterisk that I haven't seen the specific Jay-Z freestyle?
Sure.
I am going to take both sides here. On one hand, I feel like people just have so much love for Jay-Z, what he means to the culture, what he means to hip hop, what he's done in the past, Reasonable Doubt, all these legendary pieces of Jay-Z. I think that he does anything and people freak the fuck out.
Oh, shit.
And I think it's fucking bananas. It's like, come on, guys. Like, it's not like, and this is taking from like recent history, not just this example, but people are like, oh my God, it's fucking Jay. Calm down. You're fucking weird.
Yeah.
On the other end of the spectrum, if you're like, who is this old man with the afro? Fucking read a book, loser. Like, touch grass. Like, you don't deserve to be in hip hop. And I genuinely think that your music sucks. If that's your take, your music sucks. And in the infamous words of Rick from Rick and Morty, I've seen what makes you people clap. And it's not impressive. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. I know what you're impressed by, so clearly your opinion means nothing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think at the same time, I'm not wowed and amazed anytime Jay-Z, Kanye, shit, even like people are starting to become legacy acts like Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole. Those people are fucking 40 years old. They're old now. They're not like, it's not a young man's game for them anymore. I'm not like wowed when they step outside and do one thing. But at the same time, when somebody is like, I don't know who Jay-Z is. Oh, I don't know who, I forgot who was saying it in the Discord. Who's Master P? Like, okay, I'm not expecting you to like know Mr. Ice Cream Man word for word, but at the same time, like, do a little bit of self-study. Like, when somebody says, oh, this person is important, figure out like, what did they do before you're just like, we don't need to see any of that stuff. Like, there's probably a reason this person is like driving a Rolls Royce that you will never step foot in.
I'll just say that this can't end with who and then just move on. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like so many kids these days.
But that's the other aspect of it is that people only know Jay-Z as like Beyonce's husband or the guy in charge of Rock Nation because they weren't alive during the time of him like actively putting out music.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like,
not a new superpower.
What do we got here?
Somebody has requested for a superpower. Your favorite thing to do. Gray Baby would like to know what her new superpower is.
Gray Baby, your superpower is to take hints very well. You are great at when anyone's in a room and you're like, man, it's getting kind of late. Before they have to make it real awkward, you're like, I'm already one step ahead of you. And so that is what you now are able to do for the rest of your life. Congratulations.
She can now preemptively leave a gathering.
It's more like she can pick up what people are throwing down before it gets explicit. And, it's a useful skill. I wish more people would have it, right? It's like,
you trying to get me to leave?
Yeah, hint dice.
All right. Well, I pick up on the hint. That must mean we got a few tracks to listen to. See what we got in the queue. We got Unit, Chris Whitty, and Classy.
I was just about to submit something for the Midnight Society as well. I've got a new thing.
The Midnight Society. I haven't heard that shit in forever.
I convinced Kelsey to allow me the pleasure of watching an old Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Did it
Think
age-
about it all the time. Ghastly Tale of the Ghastly Grinner still holds up.
I don't believe you. I'll take your
It
word.
really didn't. It really didn't.
There's very few things from the 90s that held up over time.
Did you see my new shit?
Did I
you see my? Did you watch my Miami Connection music video?
I believe I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then we don't need to watch it again. It's fine.
Okay. It's up to you. All right. Are you a subscriber, Wolf the Dragon? Hold on. No. Oh, I'll figure that out. Let me click some buttons while we listen to Unit, The Man That I Want.
Yeah, no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothes to go along. Life is what you make it, stay prepared because the road is long. I've been focusing on my loving to build a stronger bond. Feel so much that I can catch the feelings all inside a song. No. Because I feel where I'm at, and so I feel what I'm needing. I never know if I'm right, but my heart is still beating. My heart is still, fuck. I sit alone in the sand, looking at the sunset, trying so hard to be the man that I want. The man that I want. I feel alone, that is set in stone. I can use a spell or a tone to break free from my phone right now. Feel like I'm working every day or the week, but I never feel complete because the work is so weak. But it takes a lot of me, I feel incompetent. Forever always will be wondering why it's so hard to think and why it's so hard to do everything that the other kids do. I made a plan and this and promise that I'll stick through. Don't doubt me, throwing coins in the fountain ain't changing anything. I'll be damned if I'm gonna say the same forever. I stay alone in the sand, looking at the sunset. Changing anything. I'll be damned if I'm gonna stay the same forever, man.
All right, that was Unit with The Man That I Want. Says experimenting with different sounds might not be for everyone, but hoping someone likes this kind of music. Looks like Wolf likes this kind of music. Looks like Chris Whitty loves this kind of music. Do you love this kind of music, D-Bird?
I do love this kind of music. Look, there is right off the bat, I was like, oh, I fucking love this beat. Is this a noir beat? Feels like maybe.
Didn't sound like it, but I'm not ruling it out.
I loved the jazzy boom bapness of the beat. I think Unit has a really good style and he has a good pen game. I feel like sometimes it's just there's a little bit lacking in the execution, and there was just a couple parts in this that I just wish were tightened up. There was a moment in the first verse where he's like, my heart is bleeding or heart beating. Like that moment just completely threw the entire flow off. And I was like, fuck, you're so close. Like it was perfect. And then out of nowhere, you know, you like hit yourself in the nuts with a stick. Just strange ending to that line. When it worked though. And I really, really liked the vibe. The chorus was pretty good too. I think that this is one of those where it felt like it just needed, dare I say, more layers. Like it just sounded so much in the high register that like I think you could do another recording low. I think you could maybe even do one kind of mid, put some more body into it, I think is the big takeaway there. Overall, super dope, but like there were a couple spots in the QA that I'm surprised made it to this part. So just rewriting and making the flow work better. I'm at a 8.
An 8? Okay. Yeah, I like the vibe of it. You know, I think Unit is one of the most consistent foreign entities that we have doing hip hop in our server. And what I mean by that is his English is very well pronounced without feeling too deep into like accent territory where you can't understand it. Not saying that there's anything wrong with accents, but it's very easy to make out what he's saying a lot of the times. But like D Bird said, there's sometimes where pronunciation doesn't quite hit where I thought it would go. But it's not a huge distraction from the song overall. I think he does a good job of arranging his songs with like the verses, the hooks, how he paces things where everything fits together super clean. I like the hook. You know, I like just the overall vibe of it. It was a good track. There were some parts of the harmonizing, the singing in the hook where it kind of felt a little bit off key, slightly off key, but not like egregious where I'm like, oh my God, don't ever sing again. You know, like I used to tell Cyclone, but you know, enough where I would say, hey, go back and like, you know, maybe pitch correct that or, you know, try another take. So just a little bit more QA on it would go a long way, but still a dope track. I like where this man is headed. I'd love to hear more from him. I'd love to hear a project. I'd give this a 7.5. Good 7.5 from me. All right. Next up, Chris Whitty.
Quitty.
Wake up.
3 times.
What's your alarm tone? What do you wake up to in the morning?
So I think it's the most basic bitch, you know, vanilla frappe, you know, ringtone that you could possibly have, like the generic iPhone one. Except for there's a new one that's like this space laser shit that I accidentally put on somehow. And I like can't figure out which one the stupid annoying one is between my many alarms. So yeah, there's the normal and then there's like, holy shit, War of the Worlds, you know.
Does it wake you up or is it more of just like an annoying thing?
Definitely an annoying thing. I'm still tired as fuck. I'm like barely, you know, dragging ass out of the bed. And now I'm just like, ugh, that's not the sound that I wanted. You know?
Sorry to hear that, D-Bird.
What's your alarm?
I probably shouldn't say this, but my alarm is my own music.
Good morning.
It randomly will go on to YouTube Music and shuffle any song from Paradise. So it could be Good Morning one day. It could be Wake Up another day. Could be Healthy another day. It shuffles through everything in my catalog. And I wake up to myself in such a conceited fashion. I'm like, oh, that song is great. Sometimes I'll sit there and listen to it for a minute, you know, nod along. And then I realize, oh, shit, I got to get up and get ready for work.
That's right on brand. Yeah.
Hey, man. if you can do it, treat yourself. Love yourself. Um, there isn't a response when you click the button. Usually it moves to the queue on the Discord. Uh, no, wait, moves to the queue on the Discord. No, it just opens in the queue on the website now. It was working for you Sunday. You had like two in the track, 2 tracks on Sunday. I'm thinking, I'm processing this, but yeah, either way, we'll figure it out. Send me the track on the Discord and we'll play it either way. Chris Whitty, wake up, wake up, wake up. Nice little picture you got there. Got the little adult upper body out and exposed.
Wait. Okay, so he's leaning against a door, maybe? At first I thought it was like one of those old-timey like boxing guys, you know? Like, put your dukes up.
Put them up, hey. Put them up, see?
Put them up.
All right, let's see what new artist name did you settle on? Because you got Richard Flaunters as your SoundCloud name. We know you as Chris Whitty, but you also have Chris Whitty K Whitty. What the fuck is your name as we listen to Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up?
It's 5 a.m. already. Day one. I never made no headway. Say what you really want from me, but play nah, not with my family. Wake up, it's 5 a.m. already. One day, I'm gonna take my place. So say one thing and I'll make a play, but play nah, not with my money. Daddy said make a buck. Told him I'd do one better, make him proud of his son. He said boy soft as a plush sweater. Mama said knock it off, but she couldn't change him at all. Wouldn't change me for nothing, I still hate you and your money. And what's hatred but discomfort? His comfort's not knowing what's ignorance but apathy. I'm passively aggressive. Now you can't tell me nothing, like back when I asked you something. Don't try to be nothing to me, so sad what your net worth used to be. Wake up, it's 5 a.m. already. Day one, I've never made no headway. Say what you really want from me, but play nah, not with my family. Wake up, it's 5 a.m. already. One day, I'm gonna take my place. So say one thing and I'll make a play, but play nah, not with my money. The less I make you feel, the less I want to heal. The less I make you feel, the less I want to heal. The less I make you feel, the less I want to heal. The less I make you feel, the less I want to heal. The less I make you feel, the less I want to heal. The less I make you feel, the less I want to heal. The less I make you.
Great, baby. What do you mean by that? This reminds you of Shrek. What the fuck does that mean? Respectfully. D-Bird, what is this? Does this remind you of Shrek? What is that? Do you know what that means?
Well, I haven't seen the third one, so
I haven't seen.
could be.
I don't think I've seen any of the Shrek films.
Wait, what?
I maybe have seen like parts of the first one, but I guarantee you I have not seen the second one. Absolutely have not seen the third one. Couldn't tell you the plot of the first one. Other than I know is some green guy, there's a donkey, and there's a blonde chick who turns into a green person.
Yeah, you nailed it. That's all
That's
you
it?
need to know. That's it. Yeah.
All right,
Smash
cool.
Mouth All Star plus donkey.
Boom, roasted. Got it. Yeah, I mean,
All right.
wake up doesn't remind me of Shrek. I feel like I think your flow has gotten a lot better. I feel like it needs to kind of loosen up a little bit. It feels a little bit stiff in some parts where and I know this is subjective to me, but I feel like sometimes the pronunciation is just too crisp, too on the nose, and it just needs a little bit more like liveliness from your voice. Like it just feels very in the pocket and um paced. And I wish it was kind of like loose. Like if I had to relate it in terms of like production, you are quantized throughout this entire song. And I want you to not be quantized. I want you to have a little bit of swing in how you deliver it. So I can feel your energy. Like I don't feel the energy when there's such a upbeat and happening tempo going in the background. You know, the vocals could be a little bit louder, but I think just, you know, overall, I just wanted some more energy out of the performance. And I think that's what was missing for me. But I will say, you know, if I had to compare this to some of your previous songs, I like that it wasn't just like overly word vomit. Because I think I kind of got lost in the sauce of some of your previous songs because you were trying to teach me a lesson in the encyclopedia of your mind. And I was like, I don't want to learn right now. But I feel like this one is more approachable, very simplistic hook, wake up, wake up, wake up, yada, yada, yada. I like that. I like that it's a little bit more digestible. I just feel like I think the flow needs to be a little bit more fluid, is how I would say it. More expressive. I don't know whether you're recording sitting down, but you know, I want you to kind of move around and be more animated on this track in particular because the beat is asking for that. I would give this a very strong 6.5 with potential. Like I feel like it just needs a better recording and a better performance. Because then what I would say is like on the outro, you know, put like a telephone effect. I would say then start dabbling with little effects things to highlight things. But I think first the performance needs to get there. So I give it a strong 6.5.
Yeah. I agree with a lot of what Dice said. I think that like the beat is fire. The beat is so good. I love that beat. I think the performance is really just what held you back here. And I think there's a lot of different ways to, you know, kind of look at that piece, the performance aspect, and say, oh, try this or do that. You know, Dice has his version. My version, what I'll say is it just felt like the beat was doing a thing and then the tones of your voice were doing a different one. It felt like the beat was either wanting you to go a little higher or a little lower with the tones of your voice to be able to fit comfortably inside of it. And to me, it just sounded like you didn't do either. So it was kind of just audibly a little jarring with the way that you were saying things, how it fit in the beat. That being said, very digestible, very well written. I think, you know, I like it. I see the potential right off the bat. Number one thing you can do right now today, literally takes you 15 minutes. Why the fuck did you not do any dubs, any ad libs, any of it? Like literally, I'm listening to it and it's just like one vocal track across the beat. And I'm like, well, that's just bad practice. That's just not best practices. So right off the bat, Chris Weddy, it will strengthen your rhyming words. It will strengthen the whole presentation. The whole fucking thing will be made better if you literally just record another fucking track of you just saying the rhyming words or strategically putting the fucking words in where they need to be put in a second time. So there, I'm at a 6 for the potential.
Okay. Solid 6.
It is a solid 6, though. Yeah.
That's what she said. All right. Next, we have DND, a draft by Classy. Shout out.
Dinda. Donda.
Do you use the Do Not Disturb feature on your mobile device?
Not even when I really shouldn't be disturbed.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, if somebody called you at 2 a.m., it's just going to ring?
I mean, vibrate.
Really?
Don't get any
Do you
ideas.
know how to use your phone?
Nope.
Sounds like you have alarm issues.
That's why mine doesn't play my own music on YouTube.
So it doesn't. You don't know how to use the alarm. You don't know how to turn on do not disturb. How do you get by day to day?
I don't.
It's fair. That's fair. All right, here's D&D by Classy.
FYTB, 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 yeah. FYTB, 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 yeah, FYTB, yeah.
Zika.
Fuck you talking about beats, ain't got time for this. Mind on peace, I been dodging out of like you keep. Hard on low, fall on D&D, don't try to twist. So what I said, and I'm gone, that's why it is. Try to tell you many times, but you kept playing. Please just leave me alone, cause I'm done explaining. Talking suckers hit a wall for what you saying. Wasn't move me no more, I'm done entertaining. Yeah, hardcore, mind sharp, I don't fold, I adapt. It is science in the dark, yeah, I peep out the gaps. You was speaking in code, I was speaking in facts. Now the door shut quiet, and I'm nigga till we got. Make sure that they diamond, I be forging the class. Fuck tights, with clean, I be right in the eye. You was stating, I'm woman, I been playing in the map. Every word you regret, yeah, I already lied. Stay too long, now I'm gone, now we laugh. Out of weight, moving fast, out of track. No more talks, no more texts, just facts. Set my piece, close the book, that's that. Mind stay sharp, I don't sleep on that. Red flags, we've got seen all that. Talk to sleep, I don't lean on that. Say you change, I don't get talking about beats, ain't got time for this. Mind on peace, I been dodging out of like you get. Hard on low, fall on D&D, don't try to twist. So what I said, and I'm gone, that's why it is. Try to tell you many times, but you kept playing. Please just leave me alone, cause I'm done explaining. Certain suckers hit a wall for what you saying. Wasn't move me no more, I'm done entertaining. Late night shadows, I know what I feel it creeping. Said you real, but your love always got a reason. Give you grace, you abused it, now I'm distant. Sideways, other pain, but you're still a side. We spend my name, but I don't feel connected. I gave you me, but you left me neglected. Learn the whole way, love don't come protected. Kept the way, fuck you talking about me, ain't got time for this. Mind on peace, I been dodging out of like you get. Hard on low, fall on D&D, don't try to twist. So what I said, and I'm gone, that's why it is. Try to tell you many times, but you kept playing. Please just leave me alone, cause I'm done explaining. Certain suckers hit a wall for what you saying. Wasn't move me no more, I'm not entertaining.
That is D&D Draft Classic. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've heard a version of this before, but it had a different beat. Am I right? Am I close? Am I in the right ballpark? Because I feel like I've heard elements of this, but I don't recognize the beat. And I remember there was one song you were saying you were going to switch the beat on. No? What the fuck? Well, then it sounds like one of the songs that we heard 2 or 3 weeks ago. Not this one. Interesting. Whatever, I gotta go back and look, but whatever it was that we listened to, I think it was 3 weeks ago. Maybe it's not the verses, because the verses did feel different, but the hook, the way that you perform the hook feels like nearly identical, like with the way that you dun 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 dun. Like that part of it feels pretty eerily. Don't tell me nope, man. I know what I heard. Damn it. It sounds
close.
Sounds the same. If I go back and find it, if you haven't taken it down, you probably take it down just so I can't fucking find it.
No, it's not close at all, you dumb dick. You fucking idiot.
Then I give it a 1.
It's not even close.
Give it
Your
a 1.
ears
If it
be.
If it was exactly like the other one, I'd give it an 8. But since it's not, 1. No. I like this. I think there were some parts of the beat that kind of were overshadowing what you were doing vocally. Like the snares were so loud that it was like ta ta, and I'm like trying to listen to you, but the snares are just like kicking in so loud. But overall, I like the feel of it. I think it's a good draft. I think that there's parts of the beat that are just overpowering what you were doing vocally, namely just around the snare. The snare is just clapping really fucking loud. But I swear it does. Maybe it sounds nothing alike, but take this for what it is. It does give me the same feeling as another track that I've heard from you. Even if you say that it sounds nothing alike tonality, I feel like I've heard this from you before. So, when I say that, maybe like it needs a little bit more variety from you in your next few songs as far as cadence, delivery, flow, approach. Like, I feel like things are kind of blending together is what I would say. And we've told this to people like P Cash and Self Savior before, where it's like, hey, this all feels like a run-on sentence. And if that's good for you because that's what you want out of the project, then cool, great. So that's what that feedback is for. But if you are looking to have something stand out from the crowd, that would be my advice for the next song is like, hey, maybe do something different with your approach. But again, you're always consistent. I like where this is. I just think the levels need a little bit more balance in it. I'd give it a 7.5.
Interesting. Okay. Here's where I'm at. Baseline, I like the vibe. I like the sound. It's cool. I like it. Were there things that I wanted to be different? Yes. Namely, it felt like the beginning 20 seconds, chop that off. Don't need it. You're just kind of wasting time till I get to the good stuff, right? I don't want to eat peas. I just want to get right to the steak. You know what I mean? Hold the peas, please. So that's one. Two, there were parts of the beat that were just a little boring to me. And this is probably a me issue, just like it's so pared down. I think when you're doing all the things, you're singing, and then your highlights are like probably one of the strongest parts about this. Your highlights in the background, as well as your main vocals. Like vocally, it sounds really good. I like the beat on paper, but it didn't feel like I liked the beat in practice. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I should like this more. It's got that like Tribe Called Quest, bass. But instead, I found myself like, especially on the chorus, it's like, because all the layers are stripped out, it's dum, dum, dum. It's like, it just didn't hit the way I wanted it to. So for that reason, I'll still give it a strong 8, but like, I feel like it could be a 10 with a couple tweaks.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
It's kind of like,
what's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Dirty Diana.
Yeah, look at that.
That little slut, Diana.
I
was just going to say this song, the way I feel about it, makes me think of like, all right, this is the perfect dating profile you'll ever see, right? You like swipe, you match with this woman. She's gorgeous in every single picture, all the same interests. You meet up and she has like 5 kids she didn't tell you about.
5. What is the threshold for too many kids that you didn't know about? Is it
probably
more
one? But these are 5 kids.
I feel like
No.
one. I feel like one is like, all right, I get it. I'm stranger danger, cool. But I feel like more than one, you probably disclose that.
Okay, so I was just trying to be funny. Maybe it is just one kid she didn't tell you. It's just
No,
one
I
kid.
think that's a legit. I think one could throw some people off. Like, oh shit, just hiding the kid. What else are you hiding? But I think after like you go through the spiral of emotions, like, all right, one, fine. 5? Hold on.
5 is a lot. Well, but you gotta see it through her perspective, right?
What is
it? She has 5 kids. They're not gonna date her. So hide that shit.
You probably shouldn't be dating with 5 kids, to be honest with you, unless they're like all like 16 and up. What are we doing here? What am I taking them all to Six Flags, spending $500? Fuck no.
Gotta find the new daddy. Me and
We're
Kelsey.
the
guilty
old daddies.
pleasure. We're the old daddies. Me and Kelsey have been just running through Love After Lockup.
Oh,
It's
God.
one of the best, trashiest TV shows you'll ever see. And one guy has like a million kids. I think like 6 kids now. Didn't disclose. And he's the one on the outside. He's the one like talking to these women who are locked up as pen pals and be like, yeah, I'll fucking pay for everything, baby. They get out and they're like, oh, you're 46, not 36, and you have 6 kids? All right, well, give me your money.
We're already here.
Pennies.
What is that life like of swiping? I always wonder that. I've never signed up for the apps. I've never put my
How have
profile
you
out.
not? There's an easy way to find out.
There's
And
not.
we would get this for content for the White Collar Rhymes community.
But you see, then the problem is, what if somebody actually wants to talk to me? Now I gotta stay on this app and talk to them.
So you stay on it till you find the love of your life. And since you don't fucking go outside anyways, it's kind of perfect for you. You just have them fall onto your lap, literally.
The love of my life is somewhere with her boyfriend or husband right now, and I'm just waiting for them to break up.
Weird.
Or at Walmart getting fruit snacks and applesauce.
How many baby daddies?
It's too many.
How many baby daddies? Too many? Probably 2.
I'd say 3.
Well,
I feel like you
if
can
I
make
was the third guy coming into the situation,
Yeah.
it feels like 2 other dudes and their schedules and like, oh, I need to pick them up for this and that. Like that just seems logistically to be a nightmare.
I feel like it's logistically a nightmare, yes, but I feel like I can give grace for 2 mistakes in your life. Like, okay, didn't work out with this guy, try it again, didn't work with that guy. More than 2, like maybe you need to stop looking. Maybe I'm not the one for you, right?
I mean, does the same go for marriages? Is 3 marriages just
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say more so because you decided to make it a legal commitment, not just having a kid. I'm sure, yeah, having a kid is more serious, but you decided to like, oh, I'm going to go to the courthouse and pay the money to get this actualized and also dissolved. Like you went through the process twice, full circle. Yeah. 2. That's your limit.
those?
I feel like that should be the same for all adults. Once you do something twice, you need to not do that thing again because you're not good at it. Like Michael Jordan tried his stint several times at ownership. After 2 times, he tried with the Hornets, tried again with the Bobcats. He was like, you know what? I suck at this. Let me go to NASCAR. And look what he's doing. He's doing great. Doing fucking good.
Yeah.
2.
You're Michael Jordan.
Be Michael Jordan. Know when to get out. Know when you suck at something and when you're great at something.
Word.
All right. I'm gonna play Wolf the Dragon. Figured out what the issue was. Link your Discord account to your Twitch account, and then you should have all the magical powers of the subscribers. So let me just pull that link up separately because I don't know that he's actually done that yet.
You silly Billy Goat.
Silly goose. Do they still say that?
Some people do.
Here's Wolf the Dragon, Greater Me.
Peer into my crystal ball of vision of a greater life speaks to me within the mind. Choices now I must decide where I'm headed. Should I stay or should I go? Time to hit the road. I kill the curse. I'm taking full control. Blast off to the top. I'm feeling good again. Keeping up my practice and discipline. I move on from the sin. A toxic way of living life. I'm never gonna fade away. This ain't the end, but just the beginning. Rope the dragon's here to stay. No, I don't play. Clown out. Make a wave of positivity. Giving true encouragement and helping the community. Maybe up on through the days and nights. Materializing greater visions of the mind until I feel real.
life is yours to choose. Don't you worry about a thing. I know this life can be so difficult. Ever since that fateful day, I had to take control. Now I really gotta be honest, been so hard on my heart. These days I'm living out on alone. I play right from the very start. Turning around, I gotta make a way for the visions up in the brain. Then I get the message, now you will see. Down the street to the main frame. And the energy complete the circle, sticking through the what's inside. Never gonna live another life, the dragon's never gonna die. Because the sun won't fade away. Even when the curtains seem to close, and when it's all said and done, say goodbye, call it a show. Still I'm living my own life, and I'm gonna spend the higher life. The message of your motivation, keeping up a flame that burns inside. I'm a free life with the vision, with an attitude. Self-confidence, experience, a battle life I had to choose. When I hit the ground, shake the earth, they call it magnitude. Okay, everybody wondering how and why I came to be this way. Pull it apart and wonder, getting more against my inner pain. Stressing the world I love, I'm telling you now that you can do the same. Don't you worry about a thing. I know this life can be so difficult. Ever since that fateful day, I had to take control. Don't you worry about a thing. I know this life can be so difficult. Ever since that fateful day, I had to take control.
All right, that was Greater Me by Wolf the Dragon. First of all, wolves cannot be dragon. They are wolves. They're canines. If you discovered a new species, congratulations.
Oh, look at the realist. Look at the realism on this guy.
Hey, man, we keep it real on the subscriber show. When keeping it real goes wrong, when somebody's like, it's just a fucking name, dude, calm down.
I've never known anyone to actually a dragon.
Hey, man.
Well, actually.
First time for everything.
What do you think of that? Greater Me.
I'm going to be honest. It sounds good, but I don't really like this if I have to rank it against the other songs that I've heard from you. I feel like I wanted it to be more melodic and simplistic, and I feel like it was overly complex in the flow and lyric wise. The reason I say that is it's got kind of like a spacey, vibey beat, and you're already doing kind of, I know we talked about this Sunday when D Bird wasn't here, but you already got kind of like the Bone Thugs flow and harmony kind of going on. I just wanted it to be a little bit more simpler that I could kind of like sing or hum some parts along with, and it felt like it was beyond that, which I get. I think you were trying to discuss a particular topic in the song. I'm just telling you my personal, like, here's my first reaction to it is like, oh man, there's a lot going on here. I gotta like process and digest this. Where with a beat like this, I kind of just wanted to, as the young people would say, vibe out. And I didn't have a chance to vibe out to it, so to speak, outside of the hook. Not to say that you did a bad job. Like, again, you did a solid job on it. I'm just kind of like, first impression is there was a lot going on lyrically that I felt like could have been more approachable, is how I would phrase it. So, take for that what you will. Like, I know that's your style, that's your thing, you're good at it. I think that you need a track where somebody doesn't have to think too hard and they can just like take some simple lyrics and translate them to like relatable topics, relatable scenarios, relatable visions. And I feel like with a beat like this was a good opportunity to do that. That said, objectively, I think your mix was better on this time. There's been parts where on other songs where it was hard to hear what you were saying vocally, but I think the vocals were prominent enough. I think the dubs were all pretty lined up. You didn't have to use this crappy tool that makes people lazy, vocal align. So I think you did a good job objectively. Objectively, I'll give the song a 7. I think subjectively, I wanted different things from it is how I would just summarize it. I wanted it to be more approachable.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, it as a listener, it especially when you're going fast, right? There's a lot that you have to digest. You know what I mean? I think Dice has just hit the nail on the head of like, as a listener, you want it to be digestible. And when you have so many different elements to it, one, a crazy kind of loud space beat, two, a very fast rap cadence, three, a sing-songy rap cadence. Like, it's a lot going on. You know what I mean? And then four, the lyrics. The lyrics on top of all that, if you have all those things working, not against it, but working at the same time, and you put complex lyrics, now it's just an extra thing for my brain to try and parse through. So it gets hard. It gets harder to listen in that sense. So I would just say that, like, for me, the standouts were, I liked the sound of it. I think your style worked really well with the beat. What I was wanting more of is just a better quality. It just, the biggest thing for me was like, it sounded kind of tinny. Like, it kind of felt like you were like yelling into a tin can. And, you know, quality is quality, but I wonder if there's something you can do in a mix, or somebody that knows what they're doing more than me can do in a mix for you to maybe smooth some of this out, just because it felt a little harsh, and I wanted it to be a little bit louder so I could hear your vocals comfortably over the already loud beat. Combine that with the complexity of the lyrics, it was kind of hard to keep up with at times. But overall, I'd say I liked it, and I think you can lean more into this style for sure. Just think about how it comes across as the listener. 7.
Word. Solid 7. All right. I'm gonna save D-Bird's video. We got a submission from Classy. This is called Memories. Memories.
Sweet memories.
What's your favorite? Wait. I know, since we're sticking on the topic of like too minis. You're at a sporting event with a good buddy of yours. They raise their hand for the little concession person to come over. Person says, "Hey, I've nachos, I've got hot dogs, I've got Coors Light because I know that's your favorite." Your buddy says, "I want some hot dogs." How many hot dogs is too many for your friend to be eating next to you at a public event before you're grossed out?
I'd say you can get 2. I think 2 is fine. It also depends on, like, if this is one of those guys that needs all the fixins, like
all the toppings.
Smathering,
It's dripping.
Then 1. Then fucking 1. You get 1 really messy hot dog, and I need you to be very careful with it if I'm sitting next to you. You know, like, I think 2 reasonable, polite gentleman hot dogs, sure. You know, just a single line of ketchup down the middle, done. 2.
But you don't want like the chili dog with the cheese dripping all on the face.
No, bro, you might not even get that. You might get 0.5. You might get half of a dog at that point.
I don't understand people who go out and eat the messiest of foods like you're at home. I don't get it. Like, maybe I'm just too dainty. Maybe I'm too bougie. Fine, fuck you. But I don't like messy foods. Like, I don't like going out and just like covering my face with whatever I'm eating. It's gross.
The word. Also, you know, doing business travel, you know, going on dates and whatnot. It's like something to think about. I feel like some people don't even register. Like, oh, there's barbecue sauce all over my fucking face now and all over my shirt. And this is somebody that I'm trying to like talk words at.
I'm trying to converse with you. I'm trying to court you. I'm trying to convince you some things. And all you're worried about is sucking your little fingertips, and you got sauce dripping out of your mustache.
Maybe that's the rule, is if you're in public and you're around people, nothing that you need to lick your fingers about.
No finger licking goods when you're in public. Look, if we're at home, or you know, it's like, hey, come over to my house having a barbecue, sure, knock yourself out. I might, make fun of you after, like, if you have like 2 back-to-back messy foods, but one, cool, enjoy yourself. Out in public, no.
No,
I'm not gonna have.
no way.
I'm not gonna be on Instagram because some fuck across the restaurant is filming us because you want to suck on your pinky finger. That's gross. Don't do it. All right. Which reminds us of Memories by Classy.
Memories, memories.
Featuring
Got memories, we got memories. But this her we ain't ever played. Cause she took that love away. We got memories, we got memories. But you don't care about a thing. You just left me with a stain. We got memories, we got memories. But that don't mean anything. Cause you left with everything. You said you needed space, but you was living in my head. Tell me how to call me up and still slip in my bed. I've been trying to hear, but every text you send me slag. You know exactly what you do, your love keep me fed. You ain't never loved me, you just love what you could get. Took the pieces on my heart, I never paid the debt. I was giving more than love, I give you my respect. Funny how you let it out, I still expect a check. I'm looking at my past like, damn, how did I miss it? Every time you put away, I blame it on the dishes. Never supposed to feel like begging for permission. How we end up losing our bitch till you want possession. You wish talking about a future, but your action never match. Every promise that you made was just another lie you patched. Now I'm looking at your love like something stolen, never crash. Funny how you say you can't, but disappear right after that. We got memories, but they don't need to send no more. I hate to send no more. Since you walk right. So hard where I go. We got memories, we got memories. But it's just how we never play. Cause you took your love away, took your love away. We got memories, we got memories. But you don't care about a thing, you don't care about a thing. You just left me with a stain, left me with a stain. We got memories, we got memories. Every time I try to leave, you find a way inside my mind. How did you find a way inside my mind? Pulling out my heat, you be like love is something you design. I can't keep believing moments that we never really mind. And if they gotta play it, but it's one I can't rewind.
I was like, do we hear this?
We did, but with a different beat.
Got it. Look, I'll just give feedback on this. I thought it was a 10 out of 10 to a point. I loved it. I think the beat was perfect. The way that it came out in certain areas and like your voice to the beat, it was magic. I think that was so fire. And then right around, I don't know, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, the beat switched, and I hated everything after that. Hated it. Literally from 220 to like 324. I want you to cut that, and I'll put everything else on my Spotify playlist. But you're saying it's not finished. Okay. Not mixed. Maybe that's what it is. But that was my first reaction. It's like, holy shit, this is gold. You got gold in them hills. And then all of a sudden, the hills have eyes. The babies are getting fucked by the mutants. Ah! So,
What happened in that?
no incest. Yeah, plenty of incest, plenty of just, babies being bashed with clubs, spoilers. So, yeah, I would say 10 out of 10 for the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I could do without the incest.
So what's
That's my feedback.
what's your score?
Oh, no, I only count the first 2 minutes, 20 seconds, 10. It's a 10 for me.
Okay. Weird, but okay.
Because I'm going to download this file and I'm going to cut it right where I want it. And then just, there it is.
I'm not exactly at that level. I feel I strongly like the verses. I liked when I feel like the intro took a little bit too long to come in, but as soon as like the drums kicked in, I was like, oh yeah, this is dope. I like how it aligned with the flow. I love the verses sections. I think the hook is good. Some part of my inner brain just feels like it's a bit slow in comparison to the verses. And maybe it's because the beat isn't finished and the hook seems to be doing different things than the verses themselves. But I don't know, man. Something about the hook. Maybe it's because you do it twice rather than just once and then get back into the verses. It just feels like it drags on a little bit too long, especially in the intro and especially between the two verses. So maybe if you half that, maybe if it's not feeling like it's taking forever for me to progress forward in the track, I can like look past whatever this is mentally that's roadblocking me there. But overall, I'd say it's in a good spot. I am at a 8, I think. Methinks.
8 with incest. Got it.
Like Game of Thrones incest or like Alabama incest?
Hills Have Eyes incest. We already established. From
I haven't
320 on,
Okay.
straight up Hills Have Eyes.
I need to watch whatever this is so I understand what kind of incest I'm getting myself into.
Maybe we could do it in the in the voice chat. We can have a little family movie night.
I'm almost afraid to ask, and I probably shouldn't ask about incest, so I'm just going to move on to your video.
Oh, there's plenty of that in there too. Actually, kind of. The whole movie, Miami Connection, is the story of a brother who just gets enraged, literally furious that his sister could ever kiss another dude. So, yeah, leads to a lot of death because that guy just can't hang.
What a great setup. Here's the Miami Connection by D Bird with new visuals.
I can't take this pain. Life is tragedy.
It's violent.
Not this time you right. Make earth enemy, save my family. I can't take this pain. Life is tragedy. Cries and casualty. Not this time you right. Make earth enemy, save my family.
I just wanna make songs with my friends from karate class, but these motorcycle ninjas continue to party crash. Bringing Uzi to a nightclub, you're probably trash, and I'ma have to roundhouse kick you into a body bag. It all started when I met this girl named Jane. Her brother was super jealous and sold a lot of cocaine. He ran with a gang of bikers and liked to fight with a chain. Wore a single feather earring and camel pants as he trained. Needless to say, knew the guy meant business. Saw me kissing Jane and threatened me with his ninjas. I said, hey, she just placed fourth in the contest for computer programming, maybe late off us. Next thing you know, I'm waking up on the ground. A mob was forming around us, he's playing up to the crowd. My Dragon Sound bandmate's about to go at his head, but his sister got between us when she looked at me and said,
Can't take this pain. Life is tragedy. Cries and casualty. Not this time you right. Make earth enemy, save my family. I can't take this pain. Life is tragedy. Cries and casualty. Not this time you right. Make earth enemy, save my family.
brother looks like a total scrub, but we just got signed as a house band for the local club. On stage in the gi, we taekwondo it up. Foot cramp, dragging you by the nose with my toes is tough. Showing off the ninja skills that we practice on the lawn. Broad daylight, Central Florida's campus. Half speed attacks, letting our buddy grab us, so we continue to pay rent for our broke asses. Mark would feed us grapes, don't know what it was, but he's fiercely protective, respect the fingerless gloves. So when Tom got abducted, his mullet stuffed in the trunk, we knew just who to go looking for as suspect number one. My girlfriend's brother and his motorcycle ninjas strung our buddy up and then cut off all of his fingers. Mark killed them all, one by one, nobody flinches, until I told Jane what happened and then she turned against us.
I can't take this pain.
Get it.
This tragedy cries at casualty. Look, this time you right. Earth enemy, save my family. I can't take this pain.
Did you see the video or just the song?
Cries at casualty. Look, this time you right.
I see the video.
Save my family.
Nothing like a little plug at the end. Do it for us.
I had a lot of thinking to do. I'm hurting inside, you know, and I just couldn't stay away for long because I love you so much.
I'm so sorry about what happened. I felt so bad about that.
It's not your fault. I understand.
We had to do it. We had no choice.
I
Had to do
understand.
it.
It's all over now.
That's true.
It's okay. We're happy for Jim.
That's right. Finally found your father.
What?
Right. Yeah. There's a whole scene of him getting a letter like, oh, my dad.
The black guy is her father?
The black guy had an absent father.
Leon, welcome,
Oh,
son, when you get
okay.
back.
The father came back into his life only once he got dad. Yeah.
Hurry up.
They bought him a scoop so he could go meet his father, and that's when they run into motorcycle ninjas. Yeah. So good. You gotta watch this movie.
No, let me tell you why. When you first described this movie to me, I already knew it was garbage. When you made a song about it, I was like, all right, it's garbage, but D-Bird got something out of it. Watching the video in conjunction with the song makes me hate the movie infinitely more. Like one of the low points of probably, what is this, an 80s film?
Yes.
Should have never had a budget, should have never been filmed, should have never been edited, should have never seen the light of day. This is total ass cheeks, not the song, the movie. And I never would, if I ever hear somebody say Miami Connection in a sentence around me, I would leave the room.
That is totally false. That movie is peak cinema. You know, it's like Titanic, Terminator 2, Miami Connection. Fire. And then Hills Have Eyes.
You know who I'm going to get to watch this movie and tell me how accurate that statement is? Rogue Jepsen.
There you go.
Rogue Jepsen loves Terminator 2. If this is truly peak cinema, Rogue Jepsen will confirm if it is.
He's going to love it.
No, grabbing somebody's nose with your stupid toe and it,
You see it there, and it's just so ridiculous. Like, wait, what?
you know what made it worse is the outro, right? Like seeing it as visuals while the song was playing, I'm like, all right, these people aren't good actors. Hearing them actually speak at the end, I'm like, these guys suck. Did they not even have a script?
We're proud of Jim. Yeah, you found your father.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, good job. Like, get the scene over with. What are you doing? I hate that movie, and I've never seen 30 seconds of it outside of your music video. Still like the song. I hate the video.
I feel like it makes more sense with the visuals, right?
It makes more sense. Yeah, I'm not knocking that. I
know. I'm switching the conversation.
I'm going back to
what I did
because I'm so irate at this movie existing. No, but
Fair
yeah,
enough.
in the context of the song, it helps understand like the little specific mentions that you make about, oh, someone with their fingerless gloves chopped them all up and so got kidnapped. Yeah, all that stuff. it now visualizes it and it makes more sense.
Got
And
it.
it just makes me hate the actual movie.
Fair enough. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. I love that shit.
Would you watch that movie again?
Yes.
Why?
Well, here's the thing. Like, not alone. Like, I didn't watch it alone. I watched it with a bunch of friends and we roasted it the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a bad movie night's for.
I watched a movie the other day.
Yeah, what's that?
Hold on, I gotta look it up because a friend of mine, she said, "Hey, would you like to watch this film with me?" And I said, "Sure, why not? I'm not doing shit." Let me see, what was it called? It was like a black horror film.
Black horror film.
Where's it at? Where's the name? I'm close. How are you? Would you like to watch this movie with me? Wait. Where is it? Where's the name of it? The Blackening. The Blackening. It is about 8 black people who rent a cabin in the woods, and they go, and some person just starts killing the black people. A couple of them die. You know, ha ha ha. Black people die first, but it's all black people. It's kind of like a cheesy rendition of Scary Movie. Like, it's like if the Wayans brothers weren't funny and weren't popular and weren't cool, and somebody gave them like 50 grand instead of 500 grand, what kind of movie could they put together?
Right.
It was okay. You'd probably like it. It was okay. It's kind of like predictable and cheesy. But it was the first movie I've watched in a long time. I would watch that before I watch Miami Connection.
Let me toss out a scenario.
Oh, God.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
So, I mean, blaxploitation is a genre of movie, right? Like, oh, how funny. Like, what if you just did this popular movie, but black?
Yeah.
And now the dialogue's bad on purpose? I don't know. But on VHS, one of my scoops from the Goodwill store back when I was going to Goodwill and just trolling the VHS aisles was a thing called Count Blackula. I never watched it because I didn't have anybody to watch it with and be like, what the fuck is this? So I don't know anything other than the title is Count Blackula and it's probably bad. What are your thoughts?
I would not watch it. Anything that's like obviously like goofy, cheesy. I'm like, I think there's a difference between black exploitation funny and like I'm purposely going to make a horrible movie. Like, I feel like Keenan Ivory Wayans, when he did I'm Gonna Get You Sucker and some of the films like in the 80s and early 90s, like sure they were like evolutions of black exploitation, but they were like more heavily like this is purely a comedy movie. Like, we're going into this a comedy. It might remind you of some other films, but I think that's how kind of like Scary Movie and like the whole Wayans brother things evolved. Is like, hey, we're gonna take bits and pieces of things that you guys know, but our goal is to go make a comedy movie. I feel like when you name something Count Blackula, you're telling me off the bat you're not even trying. Like,
Yeah.
You're just telling me like this is going to be bad. I know it's going to be bad. You should expect that it's going to be bad.
Do you think the whole point of those movies is like there's going to be people curious enough to buy it, right? Like, is that just what it is? Is like,
I think it is the
we're gonna do
closest.
something so outrageous.
The closest thing that I have is back when Blockbuster was a thing, went to Blockbuster, and for whatever reason, we picked up Five Brothers in a Cadillac. And I will never forget this because that is the one movie, 10 minutes into it, I said, I'm not watching this shit. This is infinitely stupid. It's horribly performed. I turned it off and immediately took it back to Blockbuster. Couldn't have been 30 minutes. Like, literally got home, watched 10 minutes of it, said, no, I'm not even going to let Blockbuster have the benefit of having in their electronic records that I kept this movie more than a day. Took that shit back. So, like, when I hear Count Blackula and things of that nature, it reminds me of Five Brothers in a Cadillac, which is a movie I hated. so much that I turned it off 10 minutes into it and returned it immediately.
All right.
But yeah, they think, oh yeah, somebody's gonna be desperate enough to watch this so they can laugh and talk shit about it all the way through. Not me.
Not Dice.
Not I. All right. Well, that is our cue for today. Pun intended. We are wrapped up. There's no more songs in the queue. I made the grave mistake on Sunday of like saying, hey, I'm done for the day, and close the queue. And then like as soon as I refreshed the screen, there was something in the queue. And then I ended up getting like 4 more tracks. So I've closed the queue. Fucks can't add anything right now unless you're tipping. Let me end the session also as well. So thank you for everybody who submitted today. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Sunday for the free queue where we get lots of things and they're all great and wonderful. Also, we're going to be getting things squared away for the Fresh Cuts tournament amateur hour here. So we got 16 people signed up so far. I think I should just close it and keep it like nice even bracket instead of having like odd numbers and shit. I'm going to close it off. But the goal is we have 4 people who have generously offered their time to be mentors. I'm going to come up with some form of a draft where they will pick amongst the entrants, and then they will have their teams go against the other teams, and we'll see who can provide the best guidance to get the best amateur and have a winner in a few weeks in the June.
And the crazy part is the amateur doesn't even win anything. It's the mentor that gets celebrated. So it's like horse betting.
Who gets celebrated in horse betting?
Not the horses, the fucking people that bet on them.
I feel like the jockey. What does the jockey do? Right? Just sit on the horse. Do we celebrate the jockey?
No, jockeys are unnamed losers. That's even one step down from the horse.
I say this with all due respect because I'm not a jockey. I know nothing about the position, but I am curious. Maybe I need to inform myself a little bit more. What qualifications, what skills do you need to be a competitive jockey? Like if the horse is genetically supposed to be bred to be the best, the fastest, the sharpest out of the gate, what do you do?
I think it's mostly physical. You have to be like fucking 4'8".
4'8", yeah.
Yeah, and like 2 pounds. And then that is going to create the least amount of drag on the horse. So it's not pulling some heavy ass around. And from there, I'm sure there's like small tweaks in like form and function and whatnot.
How is horse racing still a thing? I mean, we got rid of greyhound racing. We got rid of like...
Did we?
Yeah. There used to be like greyhound tracks all across America. They're like, nah, you're not fucking having these dogs, these beautiful dogs chase this fake rabbit around the track. We got rid of that. Zoos are now strictly like conservatory. Like you have to be rehabbing animals. We got rid of all... The circus has gotten... can't have elephants and all this shit anymore. Why is horse racing?
Yeah. I was wondering that too. Just the other day, I was like, Kentucky Derby happened not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, so does this happen like every weekend? Does it happen every month? Like, I know the Kentucky Derby happens once a year, but like, what about the other times?
Yeah, they have qualifying races up to that. It's like at least a monthly thing, if not weekly.
Yeah. I was like, how many horse races are there? Because we missed, just by freak of, timing and nature and whatnot, we missed the ability to put money on a random horse. But we're like, could we? Could we just do this?
We
and
could.
This is maybe the start of my degenerate gambling. Who knows?
I need to make a phone call to PETA and say, hey, anybody ever looked into horse racing? And then just hang up.
Yeah, shut the fun down for everybody. Absolutely.
That's what I do.
Nice
That's what I do. If there's anything that I excel at in life, shutting down somebody else's fun. I'm here to yuck your yum.
You're great at that.
But what we won't do is yuck your yum on Sunday. So if you got tracks you want us to listen to, drop them in the queue. We'll be back Sunday. So until then, adios, farewell, and all that good jazz. See you guys later.